I've noticed that there are so many times that you have questions that are coming up for you about social media, about websites, about different tools that you use, not use, different programs. And I have so much experience that I can help you with. And I figured, why not help you live like this in real time? So if you want to actually pick my brain in real time, then you can just go to askifat.com, put your questions in there, and we'll bring you on and just answer your question in real time and help you solve these little issues that are popping up for you and you can't find the answer for them online. Okay. And so today we are going to do that with social media. One of my favorite homeschooling mama is here, and she said, I have so much to do. I don't know where to start. What am I doing? So let me introduce you to the amazing Julie. Hey, Julie.
Hello, Yvette.
So I am so excited that you are here with me on my first episode of Ask Ifat. Let everybody know where you are, what was your question, and let's see if we can actually help you solve it in real time.
Okay, so I'm Julie Kieras. I'm from Connecticut, and online I'm at happystronghome.com, and I'm a homeschool mom. And my question is, I'm a homeschool mom that also runs a blog and an Etsy shop, and I am struggling to keep all the plates spinning. Like, what's the most important thing when it comes to being an online, you know, producing things online? Do I write a blog post? Do I write a social media post? Do I promote a product? It's a lot of plates to keep spinning, and then I find myself stuck in this decision-making process of, what comes first and what is going to be most productive.
And so this is a question that comes up to a bunch of people, right? Like at the early days of the internet, it was just one thing. Just send an
Yes.
email and it's done. Now, right? And now we have Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and podcasting. And now we got Clubhouse and we have live video. And it's kind of like, wait, what am I doing? Right?
Right.
So you have a lot of things actually in place. You have courses, right, that
Right.
you're doing. You have a
Yes.
blog post. You have an store, right? You have an email list.
Yes. Yes, I
Right?
forgot
And
some
so
of the
tell me a
things.
little bit about the process right now.
What's that?
What's your process right now for, like, how are you right now getting engaging with your audience?
So right now I've been trying to send out weekly emails, and I've been trying to post almost every day on Instagram and Facebook. But then behind the scenes, I'm trying to create my classes and my printable products, and then I have to do promos for those, which are more promotional. So those feel different. And then also I have going on some automated pinning and other like posts, like old posts that get promoted automatically, although they're not exactly automatic because I have to spend time like putting them in the queue. So it feels like a lot of different things happening, and they're kind of on like in my different verticals. Like I've got my homeschooling and I've got family stuff and everything. So my process is feeling scrambled.
So up until now, how were you, like, what's your biggest money generator from online activities?
So my biggest money generator is advertising from my blog, which is I use a network to advertise, and so getting blog traffic is somewhat important for that, which requires a lot of posting to Pinterest and Facebook. So, but I want to
Okay, so
shift.
right now, so the way you make money right now is by posting on social media, right? And whatever you post on
Um,
social media drives traffic to the blog, and from there you're making money.
right. Yes. And my
Got it.
second biggest
And
traffic driver is affiliate links, which are also within the blog, which also need traffic.
got it. So the more traffic you have to your blog, the more money you're making.
Right.
But you're also launching your own classes, right? So
Yes.
those actually have the potential to make more money than the traffic to the blogs.
Yes.
And nobody knows about those classes yet.
Very few, very few. I've
You
done just
heard
a
it here
little.
first.
Yay! Come check out my
Breaking
classes.
news.
But yeah, I've done a little bit of promoting in December because I just launched them in January. So, but just a little social media through my newsletter, and then in some groups I've been allowed to post in.
And do people ask you a lot of questions about those classes? Like, do you get people going like, "Oh, that's really cool, but," or "Should I?" or any questions about that?
Here and there I get questions. Not a lot yet. I think everyone just was coming off the Christmas holiday, and then I'm presenting some kind of new classes. And so I think they're still kind of deciding, or some people may have already decided for the year what they're doing. And so I'm hoping, like, going into the summer, I'll get more interest for the fall.
Got it. And so, do you get any other questions about different products and different things on your Etsy store, on your blog post, on your affiliate programs? Are you getting any questions about that?
I think that there's not like some. I'm getting some people asking like, okay, which level class would be best for my kid, or how do you use your printables? I get a few questions like that. I feel like a lot of people are just like, oh, that's really cool. And then that's like it, they don't kind of like explore it. And I think I need to figure out a way to like engage them and get them more curious.
Yeah. The challenge is that most people are, if they want to find something out, right, and they Google it, then what they find is 20 new ways to write a blog, or 15 best plugins, or the best homeschooling way for your kid, or this one thing to get your kids writing better, right?
Yes.
And what happens is they get extremely confused because especially if they're new to this and they want to do it right, then they're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know which page. And I call this kind of like the shiny object level, where they're
Yes.
deciding to do something, right? And then they go like, ooh, this will be great. Ooh, this will be good. Ooh, let me try that, right? And there's a lot of confusion because they don't know.
Yeah.
And then they decide, okay, you know what? I'm going to commit to one thing. And they're going up a level and go like, I'm just going to start with this one thing that I'm going to be committed to. And most of the time, it's because someone told them something, or someone had a fantastic experience with this, and they're like, how did you lose weight? What did you do? Right? All of a sudden, their grandmother is skinny. Now, Atkin is the best thing ever, right?
Yes.
It has to be personal experience that kind of like drives them to something. And the
Yes.
challenge is that now we're so busy creating content online, right? We're not really connecting with people and having this personal experience. So the easiest way to create the content, the emails, the social media, the videos, all that stuff, is actually doing what you and I are doing right now, right? Is just having these conversations. You and I could have had this on private in Telegram, right? And the people
Right.
that would know about this is just you and me and our action heroes in our community.
Right.
But the rest
Right.
of the world would still be going like, I don't know what to do, right?
Yeah.
So the solution to the confusion of social media and all that stuff is to really focus on engaging like this, right? And
Okay.
then now we have a video, now we have a conversation. And it doesn't really matter what the conversation is about, honestly. You
Okay.
take someone from your list or from your blog, every time you hear a question of like, how do I use printables? Ooh, I got a solution. Let's jump online and I'm going to show you in front of everybody how to use this printable, right?
Yes.
And now you got that content. So you're going to grab
Yeah.
that little video and you're going to take 10, 5, 7, 20, doesn't matter,
Okay.
highlights, right? Little sentences. We're going to take the video, put it in the script. And you already know
Right.
how to use this script. We're going to
Yes.
take it to the script. We're going to look at we're going to let it transcribe it. And we're going to find those 20 highlights. And we're going to turn those 20 highlights now to audiograms, images, little Instagram videos. And instead of you going like, hey, look at this amazing printable that I just made, it's like Ifat was asking me about this printable. This is how I suggest you use it. If you're like Ifat, you're a marketer and you have a business and you're doing this and this and this, right? So now you defined the person that you're talking to, right?
Right.
You say, if you are like this person that I'm helping right now, so people automatically go like, I'm that person. Or they're going like, I'm not that person. I'm someone else. I have a different question because I don't know how to use it. Let me ask Julie how to use it again. Right.
Yeah.
And now you have content that is strategically out there to point people to ask you question, buy your printables, buy your classes, engage
Okay.
and join. So if you have the conversation once a week, just once a week,
Okay.
right? And take it to the script, transcribe it, it takes 5 minutes, right?
Right.
Put it all that
Mm-hmm.
stuff in the script, takes 2 hours. You're gonna have content for the rest of the week, even 2 weeks,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So that's gonna be your email because that's
Yes.
like, hey, someone asked me about this thing. If you're also asking about this thing, here's how to do it. Now, if you don't have people yet to bring them on and ask them questions, you can do exactly the same thing with affiliate offers. So all the affiliate offers that you're promoting anyway, right?
Yeah.
Just go like, hey, this is why I'm promoting them. I
Okay.
love it because of this thing, right? We have Anita here, and uh, we have Amy here, and we have Juan here, and Sabrina here, which is super, super cool to see you guys. Um, love it, love it, love it, love it. So this way, you will have all your social media done ahead
Right.
of time,
Right.
right? But it's going to
Mm-hmm.
be very specific, and you're going to take the guesswork out of it.
Okay.
Do you see why? Do you see why you take the guesswork out of it?
No. No. Tell me. Because the people already asked me the question, so I'm not guessing what they want. Okay.
Exactly.
I'm a
So
teacher. I
instead of
always
going
think
like,
things
what
are
can
trick
I do?
questions.
Right? Like, yeah, go ahead.
I said I'm a teacher, so I always think it's a trick question.
Yeah, my internet is not the best.
Oh, I'm sorry. But I see
Okay,
what you
just
I
one
see
more
what
week like this.
yeah. I see what you mean though. Like
Go ahead.
when I'm creating content for what people are already asking for, then I'm not trying to like invent my own idea for content. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Exactly. So now
Yay.
you're instead of creating content and hoping that people would find it helpful, people come to you with the questions. They go like, "This is where I'm stuck," right? So you go like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I know how to solve that. Let me solve it for you." And then everybody else sees you solving that problem and going like, "Maybe she can solve my problem too." Right? Oh, wow, she looks really nice and approachable. Maybe I should ask her about this thing. Or she's super knowledgeable, right? Let me talk to her about these things.
Yeah.
And now you're not putting information and content out there that is trying to be marketing, because
Right.
that is the biggest challenge, right? You have
Right.
your program and you're like, okay, now I want to sell my program, but how do I create content that is not salesy, that shows
Yeah.
them that there's value in it? And
Right.
now it's kind of like, oh, I need a copywriting class because I don't know how to write this way, right?
Yeah.
Where really all people need is like to know that you can deliver value. That's it, right? Like they need to trust you. They need to see the results for themselves, right? They need to get that
Right.
win that go like, oh wow, she made a printable for me. This is super cool. Let me share it with everybody else,
Yes. I see that.
right? And
Okay.
so yeah, super easy. Um, the challenge at the beginning would be, who do I help?
Right. Yes.
Right? And like just getting that ball running, like who do I help? And so since you have a blog, you can write a blog post like, hey, I decided to launch this thing and share it with everybody, right? So
Right.
yesterday I sent it to my friend and I was like, look, I just did this website in 10 hours and I'm gonna start helping people and for free. And he goes like, for free? You're gonna help people for free live like this on Zoom? Why? And I was like, because people are stuck, they're not finding the answers that they need anymore, and I need content. And I love this thing, right? I just really, really enjoy seeing people take what I share with them and blow up. It's my
Yeah.
energizer. So, so that's why I'm doing this, right? for you, same exact thing. I know when people are applying what you're sharing with them and they're actually getting results, how amazing is that?
Yeah.
Right? Like it's the best feeling in the world.
Yes.
Um, right? And you're going to have less time to actually worry about content and more time doing the stuff that you love, which is helping people.
Right. That's true. I'm kind of excited about that. Thank you.
So, Sabrina says exactly what I was thinking. Uh, Fantastic. So, so the next step for you is
Okay.
decide what specifically you want to help people with,
Okay.
right? And we kind of talk about this a little bit, like what do you want people when they think about homeschooling? Do you want them to think about homeschooling to think about, or is another word like, who's the best at writing to
Mhm.
Julie? Like, what is that word that you want to pop up in people's brain as they talk about you?
Okay. Let me think about that right now. I mean, I want them to think
You
like when
can.
they think homeschooling, like I want them to think that they can do it because I want them to think it's accessible for them and possible. I want them to think about like the possibilities of homeschooling. And if I'm that person that can encourage them to know that they can do it, then that's what I want to be. Whether it's in their writing, which I can teach specifically, or in like coaching and helping them, encouraging them to pursue homeschooling as a viable option for their kids' education.
So
That's a
this
lot
is
of words.
fantastic. Yeah, no, it's fantastic. Um, because you have so many people who are wishing they can do this and can't. And you can bring them on live like we're doing right now and say, why do you
Mhm.
think you can't?
Right.
Right? And then you can say, uh, Cindy from Arizona thought she cannot homeschool because she has 3 kids and a job and a dog and she's a single mom, right? Here's how we helped her, right? And now you have an email. Here's how we helped her. And people will be like, oh my God, I'm that person. She can help me too.
Right. Right. Okay.
Here's the podcast, right? Because it's just an audio. Here's how we help Cindy. And here's
Yes.
the quote from Sydney. I'm alone in Oklahoma and I can't do anything. Watch how we help Cindy do that stuff. And now it's not marketing. It's basically just you helping Cindy. And then Cindy
Right.
would go like, okay, so now what do I do? You're like, well, funny that you ask. I would not be doing my job unless I shared with you.
Yes. Yes. I would not be doing my job. Yes. Thank
And
you.
so does that help? Is that
It
helping?
does. It does because I feel like like the old way of doing blogging was kind of like clouding over like the new way people are able to interact online these days. And so I was thinking a lot about the old way is like you share your old posts and you generate lots of content. And then I was like, it's so much, it's so overwhelming. It's already hard enough to launch a new product, right? So this is
Right.
better and streamlined for me to actually create content that goes along with actually what I'm trying to create as a product and a class and a principle. So I like this way better.
Yay. So the next step is for you to pick someone that you're gonna help. And
Okay.
since you are in our Action Hero community, I expect you to share with us who it is and when you're gonna do it, and we can come and support you. And hi, Natalie. And if anyone else watching this right now and want to jump online completely free and have a conversation like this about your own specific question, just go here to askifat.com. So one pager, just put your question in there. I will follow up. We can schedule a time just like this, and we can help you solve your most pressing challenges. Hopefully, if I can do it, I probably have someone in my network that can. So don't hesitate. Just askifat.com, put your question, answer, and we'll find out. So Julie, thank you so much for willing to be
Thank
my
you.
first
Thank you so
episode.
much. I so appreciate you. Thank you.
And we'll see you guys on the next episode. And you reach out, put your question in, and get on my calendar. Have a fantastic